Okay, what's up, dude? So said I'd make you a video, and I'm going to. So what this basically is I've spent money I don't have on updating my BIOS because not the unprofessional, but the not pro version doesn't have this feature, which is basically using an impulse loader. And I've got these amazing impulse responses from Wilkinson Audio called GodCab. So this is just the basic 51, 53, whatever preset, messed with the gain and the treble and the presence until I got what I wanted. And then it was just a lot of time going through presets, of which there are many, of many different microphones, and the ones that I really liked were a U87. So yeah, pretty fucking expensive microphone usage on my rig, my digital rig. Didn't do anything with these. I think I took the compression down in the amp because I think it was squishing it a bit. Didn't do anything on this. I think I tried some different valves, but the AX7s are the best in my opinion. So yeah, most of what I did was on here and testing impulse responses, and then fucking around with this. Did a low pass filter and a high pass filter because, you know, why not? Nothing really going on. It's just trying to get the simplest rig possible. Always have the noise gate on because it's actually fucking good. And yeah, I guess I'll show you. Show you some of the different impulse responses actually, just quick. So let's choose a random microphone. So an MD421. This is whether it's a tube screamer or not. I can't get the tube screamer stuff to work very well. And 1-inch cone near presence 3. Yeah, why not? See how that sounds. Oh, that sounds good. I should have messed with more microphones. But yeah, I really like the U87, so I saved a preset. U87 close. And yeah, that's the tone. Pretty simple. This one is more interesting. So it's a stereo instance of the or mono not sampled, but made into stereo. And yeah, same premise. It's just an orange amp, but with the U87 has a load of room settings on it. So yeah, kind of using that, and then the room control in the BIOS to create this over the top, quite stereo, roomy sound. I think in the future I'm gonna try and have a setup where I've got like some instances of all the rooms loaded up, and I can just kind of mix in and have like a over the top huge guitar sound. But the only frustration is you can't load more than one impulse at a time. Mix them in. That'd be a cool little way to update the plugin, but this is still a relatively new feature, and I don't know how processor intensive it is to run an impulse response. And the drums, yeah, I mean, annoyingly, it doesn't tell you what your preset is. It's the Metal Foundry and combined preset. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Log Atlantis, Lamb of God, Obs. So yeah, nothing new there. I think I programmed it myself. Yeah, I think I programmed these myself. It certainly seems like it's me with the stupid amount of detail I put on. and rhythms and stuff, trying to make it sound like it's an actual player of the drums. And then this bit's just a half-timed loop, which you can see. Yeah, you can translate that into some actually being able to find which loop it is. I think it's the Avatar. Straight 4/4. Symbol variations 0723. I think it's is that a half speed? No. Might be this one. I just messed with that a bit to get. So yeah, that's oops, OBS. Didn't mean to open that. Just wanted to check that I'm actually recording audio. Yeah, it looks like I am. That's good. Not close that. Let's minimize it. And then just a quick mixerino, or not mixerino, but just some stuff to make it sound a bit more cohesive. If you don't, you can do this with any multi-band plugin. It's basically a trick that kind of squishes the mid-range and makes it a bit punchier. So what it is from about 100, probably push that up a bit, 140 maybe, 100, 140-ish to about 1k-ish, kind of just test what you like, and then 1k up to about 10k. So basically you're dodging out on all the ultra lows and ultra highs, and you want about 3 dB of gain reduction, and so this doesn't have release and attack times, but like medium to slow, and about a 3:1 ratio, roughly. It's all taste, isn't it, really? But yeah, it's pretty cool for yeah, I don't know. It just makes the mid range stand out and kind of controls the more important elements. And this plugin, free, super cool. Tokyo Dawn. I can't remember what the R stands for. Yeah, it's Tokyo Dawn Labs. I'm not sure what the TDR bit is. But yeah, slick EQ, probably the best high-end, low-end, and filtering actually you'll ever get on a plugin, because it's got all these output stages that have different tonalities and different like tone layers of EQ. So the British one is a bit, don't like the word, but a bit warmer, I guess, and the American one is a bit brighter, a bit pokier, if those words make any sense. I hate describing audio. It's got an auto gain function, which I fucking love, and this was on German, and yeah, I just used a mastering preset because it was just a quick thing. And then the L1 is pretty good. I mean, I don't really like much wave stuff, but this is a staple, even though it doesn't actually brick wall. So you always have it on -1, because that's the standard, I think, for mastering nowadays, is to have your peak at -1. Like iTunes, I don't think it rejects stuff that is over it, but it won't. You can't get things mastered for iTunes if they peak above 1, and that includes into sample peaks and all that shite. So yeah, that is the setup. It's pretty basic, but that's kind of what I want, because I just want to be able to noodle riffs and put in drums and it to just sound good and not have to kind of worry about what the fuck I'm doing to make it sound good and have a shitload of plugins and loads of CPU stuff. So I'm actually quite interested in what my CPU usage is. System usage. Yes, I think it's spiking because of the... I mean, it's probably spiking because I'm recording this and running it through a load of software. So I don't think whilst recording it would handle much more. those spikes. I believe that's stuff to do with waves. Because if we look at my mix window, we can see the delay compensation. So yeah, there's no delay. There's no real. Okay, there's quite a bit of delay happening because of these. So what if I kill all these? I don't have to make them inactive, don't I? Boop, boop. There's no delay, but the spikes are still happening. Interesting. I mean, I digress. I digress. Yeah, that is how I made that shitty little demo for you. Peace.